Hello all, let us start this project description on personalized financial advisor and planner, and its name is WealthWise. This is a very interesting project on finance management. And when we are saying finance management, we are talking about stocks, shares, and we are talking about debentures, and we are talking about savings banks, interest rates, and systematic investment plans. And those are such things that we are talking about. Now, the aim is to minimize the risk of investment and maximize the profits. And the idea is to create wealth. More wealth is required, for instance, for retirement planning or for our comfortable living and improving standard of life. We are trying to create wealth using these markets instruments that are available to the general public. Now that is the objective for it. And the core technologies that we are using here is the large language model. And we'll be using the RAG framework and the agent framework along with the large language model. And the target outcome is creation of wealth. Now, who will be the users and what will be the use cases for this project? And I need not explain it. It's going to be used by so many of us, and it is already known to so many people that I need not explain in detail. But briefly, I will say that beginner investors will be benefiting from it. Individual users or retail clients who are already using it, who know about financial investments, but who want to get the latest information or updates or just want to look up facts, they will be using it. And corporate employees are also good investors, and they may be using it like retail clients, but it will more benefit them with the retirement planning and those such activities. Finally, financial advisors who are already knowing a lot, having a lot of knowledge about the financial market. For a reference, it can be used by them also. So these are the use cases and the users of the project that we are developing, that is WealthWise. Now let us see what are the key features that it will have. And I'm not talking about technology, but what are the features from a financial user point of view. So first of all, any individual user who is having expenses, he will give his expenses to the large language model, and it will allow him to say that how can I save the money to invest in financial markets? That is investment tracking and analysis. Once this has been done, then a financial plan for the individual can be developed, and that will lead to his saving, and that with that saving he can invest his money. So once he saves the money, he has the resources to purchase the financial instruments, the stocks and shares and mutual funds and other things. Then comes where he should invest wisely so that risk is minimized and profit is maximized. So that is the investment recommendations that the language model will be giving to the user. So this is one of the key features of this model. And going further, it should have other features also, which is being able to interact with the users and to set alerts. So recommendations are fine, but if user has queries and he wants to know about a certain area of the finance market, then he should be able to interact with the system. And that interaction is made possible by the technology, which is called agent-based architecture. So that will allow the user to interact with the LLM, and the agent will allow him to get the latest financial information from the market. Then the real-time alerts and notifications, already he has certain shares and stocks, and then the prices of those stocks are going high or dipping low. So these alerts, the agent will be able to give to the user. So it's very beneficial that when risk is involved, he can sell the stocks, and when the market is comfortable, then he can make purchase decisions and things like that. So this is about the user interaction and the alerts. Now further, it should have further features like portfolio review and management. Whatever existing financial instruments he's having, whatever assets, financial assets he's having, a review of that on a regular basis by the language model will help minimize the risk and maximize the profits for the person. He can take buying or selling decisions or to keeping the stocks as such with him. So that is the portfolio performance review can be done regularly by the user with the help of the LLM. And also if he wants to get updates about something or he wants to educate himself, then there are resources that will be provided by the large language model. He'll be able to provide the material and educate the financial user with the data that the user wants or the lessons that the user is wanting. Now, the technical details, how this will work is we have a foundation model, we have a pre-trained model that is large language model that will be able to give the general financial answers in the answers to queries in the context of the finance market. The general answers can be given by the foundation model itself, which is pre-trained and has the finance data already with it. And alternatively, the language model can be either fine-tuned or a RAG framework can be attached to the financial model so that it gives the updated information, a very specific information about the finance market, which the pre-trained model itself will not be able to give, but the RAG-based or the fine-tuned model can give very specific answers and refined answers related to the finance market. And then we have the agent framework, which will allow interaction with the user and will be able to seamlessly connect the various system components of the model. Also provide the real-time information to the user. So these are the technical details. It is basically a large language model with its fine-tuned or which has a RAG framework attached to it. Now, the technical implementation strategy, because this project is going to be exhaustive and keeping the timelines into consideration is important. So the suggestion is to have feature prioritization, that is implement those features which are the core features and have them higher priority and keep the timelines in mind. So those features which are very lengthy or very difficult, they can be implemented later, and the ones that are doable should be implemented, which are important and implementable, they should be done first. So that if certain features are not implementable because of the paucity of time, then still a balanced model is developed which can be demonstrated, and it may have few missing features, that is okay, but some of the core features it should be able to have, so that a demonstration and a kind of a proof of concept can be given to the customer. Now also there will be data challenges in this project, and therefore apart from collecting data from various sources, generating synthetic financial data is also recommended for it. And also try to implement the maximum number of modules. Try to add more modules, or certain modules which you feel are not important, they can be removed. Certain modules can be customized, and do it in such a way that it is making the customer happy. It is giving customer delight. So that is the strategy that has to be adopted. Now, what is the tech stack for this? So it is the usual front end and back end. You can use the MERN stack for this, and HTML and React, Node.js, Express.js. Those are the usual tools that are there, which may be used for this. For machine learning, Llama 2 or Llama 3 can be used. A RAG framework from Hugging Face transformers, embeddings, and fine-tuning can be used. They are the most popular. Also, the tools for the agent framework like LangChain can be used in this. So that is about the tech stack. And finally, whenever we are able to develop the language model, which is catering to the finance domain, it is going to be a revolutionary model, because it will give personalized, real-time, interactive financial assistance to the user. It will enlighten the user, make the user wiser on how to and what to purchase and what to sell, so that his profits are maximized and his risks are minimized. So that is the WealthWise project that is there. Thank you.